Western Spring Television. Ours it is.
Good evening to you. It's another time with the men in the studio to discuss very important issue as it concerns men, marriage, relationship. But whatever we are saying here is strictly for the men. And let me quickly make this disclaimer that this show is plus 18. So whatever you are hearing today, whatever you hear tonight, know that if you are not up to 18 years, Joe, this show is not for you. Now on set we have two great men. Though it's been a while with Ladiji Sunday, but there's another man that's still down here that we've not seen on this set before. Let me take it from DJ Sunday. How are you doing today?
Well, I'm fine.
It's been a while.
Yes, well, we are trying to renew our hopes to see.
How renewed is your hope?
Well, just like the renewable energy, we hope the hope is renewable.
How are you coping with the deflation? Is it deflation? Not inflation. Deflation with the. I want to sound positive now. Deflation. How are you coping?
The sad thing is, no matter how positive you want to sound,
you change the
prayers don't
price.
change. Prayer don't change the strength of your currency.
But prayer
serious
is the key.
policy.
Prayer is the key.
But you need a good padlock also. You need good policy.
Like somebody said, Jesus is the answer. What is the question?
Life is the question itself. So, well, we thank God we are alive. Like somebody do answer when we are alive, and we are trying as much as possible to survive, because many of us in Nigeria are not living. We're only trying to survive.
The cost of living want to kill the living.
Of course, yes. The cost of living want to choke us, and we are begging the cost of living to let us breathe.
All right. The other guest on the show is an actor, a movie producer, a member of this gang on radio, Rave 91.7 FM, Men on Court. He's here today. This is his first time. Am I right, DJ? It's the first time on this set.
You can never go wrong. You're always
Ladies
right.
and gentlemen, I have Loverboy on the show. You see that your phone, if not Ife Dolakbo, Ife that is it Ife Dolakbo?
Why are you looking at me? You should ask him.
No, I don't want to ask him because I know his answer.
I know they there when they name
Okay.
him. I know put money for inside plate.
Falano,
Hey, Jesus.
also known as Loverboy. Loverboy, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. And I'm very happy to be here, honestly.
Quickly, he's not a gentle person. He's not a gentle person. So let's continue.
Let me drink to that. Anyway, no matter how this guy has portrayed me, I'm a very cool person. And my name is Ifedolapo Falano, the Minister for Love and Romantic Affairs. And people call me Loverboy. And I'm the coolest guy you ever meet. Let's just leave it at that.
Of course, yes.
Loverboy, how are you coping with the economy? No, with your hair, with your, I think you're part of those eating, chopping our money.
With my age level, shoe size, eye stature, intellectual strength, and marital status, we are getting by. I don't want to talk.
But Loverboy is a big man, actually.
Yes.
He's one of those people taking on my SUVs, because of the bad road.
Yes. Courtesy my wife. I'm a full-time husband.
According to you, your landlord.
My landlady.
Your landlady. All right, big shout out to Oba Wine Stores at IBDC office Agumbelewo, popularly known as Iya Oba. And also, I want to make shout out to O Shadow Bar, Zenith Bank area, Okefia. Thank you so much for supporting the show. We have the wines here for not for our drinking pleasure, but for
Boy, I'm
for the
actually
sake
drinking
of
it.
the show. Thank you so very much. We'll need to go on this short break. When we come back, the topic today has to do with sex and marriage. When we come back, we'll be on this. It's Men on Court.
Let's do it.
Evelyn Ohiole,
Hi.
King Eve. How are you today?
I'm good, I'm fine, I'm alive.
I really feel like she's not giving the right answer to the question. When one asks you, how are you? And you said, you're saying, I'm alive. It's very annoying, seriously. How are you? I'm fine. I feel I'm fine will be the right answer instead of I'm alive. Not that I asked you if you're dead before.
Go and check all these 14-year-old, 15-year-old, 16-year-old, everybody, they are extraordinarily sexually active.
Michael, I feel is being unnecessarily hyper when it comes to the issue of sex, because we talk about other topics and he feels so reserved. He really doesn't have anything much to say when it comes to other stuff. But when it's the issue of sex, I believe he's being unnecessarily hyper. That's when I have to pick an issue with him. I mean, it's just being unnecessarily there when we're talking about sex. Just like a child, his mom just got him his favorite chocolate or ice cream, very happy, doing as though if he doesn't have sex for a day, he's going to die.
When it comes to finance, women also support their husbands financially. You need me emotionally. You need me spiritually.
Cassie is an amazing person, but I hate the too much attachment to that gender. I need you spiritually, I need you mentally. I can get these things anywhere with money. If you go by the topic was, who does marriage favors the most? I know how many jobless women they marry every Saturday. They are saying it favors you, Are they vex so?
Growing up, when I was in the world, we've heard of
Who are you
things.
now?
Well, that's too much said. I like saying when I was in the world, And the last time I checked, well, it looks a bit innocent, facially, but deep down, is it actually out of this world? We're all in the world now. As long as you're alive, you're in the world. So, too much I beg when you talk about that. I don't want to hear that. Next time you talk about like his own.
I think they have a problem with you saying ladies are champion, and that's the problem. Always trying to attach too much importance to that gender.
It's giving insecurity, it's giving low self-esteem, it's giving a blatant display of egoism. Because at the end of the day, a man who is secured in his words, a man who is confident of who he is, will not really be disturbed as to whether women are being referred to as champions or not. I mean, at the end of the day, Joseph's a really great guy, but whether he likes it or not, women are champions.
Welcome back to the show, Jokes, Men on Court. Sorry, I'm used to jokes aside. Men on Court with great men today on set. To get past episode of this show, you go to our YouTube page, Western Spring Television. You get most of our shows on our page. Today we'll be looking at sex and marriage. Sex, an integral part of marriage. For some persons, sex has caused a huge lot of problem in marriages. So people tell you now food. Today we're going to learn our food or not be food. Let me quickly start with
small chops.
Loverboy. Loverboy. Sex, an integral part of marriage. First of all, do you think sex is an integral part of marriage?
Well, it's like you asking me how important is my heart, talking about my body, the whole of me. Honestly, I think a lot of people believe we overplay the role of sex. But I, as a person, I think we tend to underplay it. We are not discussing it enough. We are not educating ourselves about sex enough. You might say making love or anything. Of course, you understand the picture we are painting. Now, the truth is this: when you're talking about love making, having sex or anything, being it quickie, being it taking your time, plan it or anything, it's just too important. I personally tend to tell people that when you get it right sexually in your marriage, you have solved like 60% of your marital issues.
Preach it, Papa.
So what you're saying that sex, the lack of sex in marriage can mar that particular marriage.
In fact,
Now
what is
what?
marriage without sex? What is marriage without copulation? See, let us be sincere with ourselves, my brother. When you're talking about sex, we're talking about something that holds a whole lot. See, for every machine to work effectively, every cog must perform its responsibility very well. And there are some cogs that when they fail, other parts can definitely stand in for them.
Yeah.
Like maybe the battery is not working very well, the alternator can definitely stand in temporarily. But nothing in your marriage can stand in place of sex. See, you may need to make up sex, break up sex, reconciliation, or anything, argument or anything. See, when you are talking about things that happen after sex, it is just beyond anybody's understanding.
Okay. Let me quickly go to DG. It seems Loverboy is prepared today. The way they
No. Too much. The truth is this. I tend to believe that one of God's greatest achievements is creating copulation. Because I don't think God has created anything sweeter or more meaningful or more creative.
He created everything and everything.
All things bright and beautiful.
And this one is over beautiful.
All right, Deji, why this topic? Because there's this post on the social media that a man was talking about, a pastor was saying he's tired of telling couples to have sex and begging singles not to have sex. Do you understand?
Yes, I get that.
That narrative. Now, he said sex is, in fact, should I say number one in marriage?
Oh, no. I've never said that. But it's just too important that you cannot
Do without
override it.
What is your take?
Thank you, Loverboy, for the foundation you've laid. You've done something just like a good worshiper, drop the worship and the minister wants to come and minister. You are giving me a soft landing.
Thank God. I thought you said I was giving you head. I got scared.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I must say that I agree with him on the 100%.
Okay.
And thank God you are married. You remember the vow you read to your wife. Before the vow, they ask you, why marriage? One of the first two reasons of marriage is because of copulation. And even the Bible said it. Only one person cannot be one. Like it's only when two are together that they will be one.
Now, and this is the reason why singles are always angry when it rains.
Of course, yes, they need to be. It's a beautiful thing. They look at the responsibility in marriage. You don't want to go into it but they want to enjoy some of those things you enjoy for free in marriage. It is what
Is
it
it for free?
You
Is
cannot.
it for free?
I don't think anything is free.
Well, okay. I'm
But
saying no,
the thing is, they don't want to make the right sacrifices, but they want to enjoy the benefits.
You know, you cannot you cannot
Cake
eat your
your-
cake
eat.
and have it. So that's
Yeah,
what
but
I'm
once it's in your stomach, you're still having it.
but you still excrete it. Now, but back to the question, in a plain, simple word, sex is very, very important. It is spiritual, it is biblical, it is cultural, it is, name it, whatever. In marriage, if you take the place of sex out, then your marriage is heading for the ruins. If you neglect the place of sex. Now, what make that pastor tweet that thing was because every now and then you see people, you see husband that now tells you, oh, because of work, I'm busy. Oh, no, because I have to do this, I'm busy. See, it is your wife's conjugal right for you to have sex with her, as well your own conjugal right for her to give you her body.
Okay.
Give
it to you.
Give it to you.
This particular issue, there are some parts I want us to touch.
No, let's touch every
You
part.
are, you are tending towards that particular one of it, which is for some people, once they get married, there's a drop. There's a drop in their sexual activities. I don't marry now. I don't feel on to impress you. If you do ta on a normal, your ta is in fact, some women feel married because of ta. See, this guy, I believe, say with him, my sexual needs.
Sorry, what is tata?
Yeah, you need to make it clear. Don't?
That's OYP.
We don't
I
understand
don't
that.
understand.
We are not from Edo.
That's Uri's lege.
We are not from Edo.
Uri's lege.
Are you speaking in tongues or something?
Okay. Popoliti.
Oh, popo.
What I'm talking about is sex. Now,
Sex. Okay.
for some women, they look at the man like, okay, our libido is almost same. The sex drive and mine is almost same. And I believe this man will satisfy my sexual needs. But going into the marriage, after some months or years, we tend to see a drop. This was also part of why I want us to talk about this. Some people feel we are married and you should understand now. Baby, you should understand now. We are not single again. Do you think the woman should understand if you are not doing what you were doing before?
All right, too much. Thank you so much. As you have known me for one thing, I tell to say I like to personalize issues. I don't know, maybe it will drop. To the glory of God, I'm in my early 40s, but I don't think it has dropped. Recently, my wife was sick with Apollo. And luckily for me, I was on set in the same city. But I chose not to go home because I was avoiding Apollo.
Because you will get them.
100%. So she now told me, like, honey, do you know this is the first time we'll be in the same city for a whole week without having sex? And we've known each other practically since 2006. You understand? I was like, a whole week? No. Unless you're on your period. I don't think we have had 4 days before.
I'm coming home.
You understand? It has never happened before. It's not because I'm Mr. Perfect. I'm not that kind of person that will paint myself like that. But there's a place of evaluation in every relationship. When I tend to call you like, hello, what is going on in our marriage? Is everything right? The way you communicate after having sex, after a wonderful sexual moment, is always very different. The way you stare at each other, the way you tend to open up without holding back, is always very different. When I said God created something beyond any other thing, you thought I was joking. No, it's the truth. The feelings you have during and after a good moment is always very crazy that you realize you just want to pour out your mind. Sometimes I will be hungry with my wife, we'll be having issues, I don't want to talk to you, blah, 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 blah. Of course, I don't leave my food.
And your sex.
Even when I'm hungry, no.
Of course,
We'll
yes.
still
You are a
eat,
good man.
I will still eat.
And heat.
When I eat at the dining and you are inside the room and you need my services, I will just be like, okay, let me just deliver
What are
understand?
friends for?
Then you just realize after all the then you know there's this feeling that comes after coming.
You see, this you just said now, for some couple is not like that.
It's wrong.
Now,
Too much. Even
wait,
if you are angry
wait.
with me.
This you just said now. For most, okay, let me not
Say most.
Generalize.
For some couple,
Okay.
when they are not in good terms, the woman will just please don't touch me. Say we are fighting,
Okay.
denying the man of his rights.
Will you say because we are fighting, you will not cook?
Wait. She is denying the man of his rights.
Oh.
And for some people, they will tell you sex is a process. And you have to make sure that the woman is in a good mood so that you can enjoy the whole moment.
Too much.
Do you subscribe to this?
Too much. Let me tell you something. Either you like it or not, we are married. Your mind should always be ready for me. Like, you are ready to go to your office, I'm almost ready, and just be like, wow, this is my package. I just want to give you a quickie. You will not tell me, baby, I'm not prepared for it. Do I need to write application before we have sex? Before we make love? No. See, if you're truly into me,
your
you
wife
should always
have
see
the
me.
right to say, baby, sorry, not now.
See, the truth is this. My wife has never said no to me before. Do you know why? Because I'm a very reasonable person. You don't have to tell me that you cannot take it before I will know you cannot take it. Too much. I swear to God with me, there was a time I was sick with drip in my hand. I saw my wife says, I was like, madam, you are honey. She was like, no, when you're fine. I said, no, I'll be fine. The energy is different. I'll use a different form of energy. I swear. I'm being honest with you.
Oh, YP.
I did my best.
You don't think and say I should drink.
Baba, all die not die. Well, something must kill a man. This is my right.
But
See,
if he dies at that position,
brother, there's some things I don't joke with.
He's
Too much.
Thing.
I was discussing something with somebody recently, and I was like, see, I'm not a saint, but there are some things my wife cannot cheat on me because of. Sex. Hey, don't get it wrong. I'm not a macho man. I'm not the strongest person.
I get it.
But God knows that I'm doing more than enough. I'm doing my best. Then money, I don't have enough. But God knows I prioritize my wife before myself. You understand? So if you not say because you want to cheat on me, are you kidding me? No, she cannot. Okay. If she does, then it will be for something different entirely. I eat when I'm supposed to eat. You understand?
Deji.
No boy, no go kill me for this.
We are talking about sex now.
Very important.
That's very important.
Yeah.
Now, I asked him that question. When the man and the woman, they're not in good terms, some people have mentioned that sex is a process. That at least the woman should be in good terms so that you people can enjoy the moment. And for some people, the woman will deny you sex in as much people are not in good terms. Do you think the woman is wrong in doing that? Or because our mental, our mindset at that time is not turning towards that part? Well,
she's just been an unserious fellow. The reality is, you fight your husband.
I wish I have women here to come talk about their own part. You know?
See, in as much as we live together, we always have reasons to fight ourselves.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Do you get?
So sometimes you are fighting even yourself.
Yourself, that you are angry with yourself. So you now poison yourself? No. And you know one thing, Loverboy mentioned something. I just realized now that also, do you know sex is one of those things that God has created for us to settle most of the quarrels? If you know this person, I want to fight him, and it's not a fight to finish. Okay, we had the quarrel in the morning.
That's the makeup sex.
Of course.
Makeup sex.
And in the night, at least clear your mind.
Do you know the funniest part? Sometimes I don't have to wake you up. Wait. Sometimes I don't have to wake you up. No. I will just be like, okay, normally, of course, we are couples. You don't get to wear clothes when you want to sleep.
Of course, yes.
So sometimes you just sneak under and you just do some sensations between. You know, when you know how to use your tongue very well, she will just wake up to the sense. How will she even say no? Somebody that is waking up and she's not with her.
I know go tired.
You understand? She's not with her senses anymore. How will she say no?
Of course, yes.
Before she will say that no, I don't come. What are you telling me?
Where did you go to that you're coming back?
Yeah, you up, down.
Okay. So I understand now.
Okay.
How would she say no?
So for me, let me just
This
let me
guy
just
is
make my
too-
point.
So
There.
I
the
don't know
women
why
tend to say
business
no
and sex.
when
Now we want to talk about
when
when
they
Lover
don't
Boy
enjoy
condescend.
their
Yeah.
sexual life with their spouse.
Yeah.
See, that's a different thing entirely because it's like a punishment, a form of punishment for some
if she's
women.
not enjoying it. Yeah.
When your sexual life is bad, is like punishment for the two
Yeah,
of you. That's
yeah.
the truth. So I tend to tell people, see, people are always shying away from discussing sex. And this thing is more than important to our lives. So let us not shy away. See, when you post something about sex on your status now, people will be like, oh my God, bad child, naughty person.
Spoiled
I'll just be
person.
like, why are you being hypocrites? For goodness sake. This is
Okay.
our life. This is something that we live around.
Looking at the economy, looking at the country, looking at the situation of things, some men will tell you the thought of how to make money, the thought of
It's affecting their erection.
you know,
They are not
the
serious.
stress they've gone through is dropping their libido. Will you?
They no get libido before. Them be no get libido.
In fact,
before.
there's this saying.
I'm saying reality. For some persons,
Too much.
You
Too
tend
much.
to
Too
hear
much.
Have you heard of this saying before? That a broke man makes himself happy only with sex.
I will reframe. A broke man console himself with sex.
And when you're considering yourself, you're trying to make yourself happy.
You see a poor man they bomb pass.
No,
Hey, so why will you not tell me because the Nigerian situation?
Cristiano Ronaldo has about 6 children and he's going to 7. He's not a poor guy. So that assertion is not correct.
Go some part of this country.
Of
Cristiano
course.
they lay
No,
28.
No,
No, no, no.
35.
Big people, rich people don't actually have enough time for sex.
Now.
But jobless people like us,
Abi.
are you kidding me?
So I don't have I don't have money. I will still not enjoy good sex.
Uh-uh.
No, so see, now money I no get. I no keep a sin.
But you get number.
Oh
Of
my
course,
God!
yes. It
To
is
the
the
glory
Lord's
of God.
doing, and it is marvelous in my sight.
Oh Lord.
How did I get here today?
Even me, I can't explain.
How did I plan to today's show with Loverboy on this set?
Now,
But too much. Be sincere with yourselves.
But in reality,
Be sincere with
but in
yourself.
reality, too much. In reality, if you know this thing is, if you take it as an integral part of your marriage, you create time for it. Yoruba people will say anything you family engine. Same thing as what you don't take, what you don't attach
Confirm.
importance to. If you know the importance and you attach importance to sex in marriage, you know we are talking about sex today. There are other things that makes the marriage.
We are
work.
talking about
But we're
sex.
Talking about
because
sex today.
it is causing a lot of problem.
Do you get now? You know a lot of men there, all in the name of I am busy, I am busy, I am busy. No, I want to provide money. I want to provide money. They are not. They are not ready to satisfy their wives sexually, and it's their drivers.
Most
their
of them
gatesmen.
they have exhausted themselves with side chicks.
Even those
They have exhausted their
even
energies.
no, because I don't sincerely yours.
Face the truth.
Somebody said somebody posted something on Facebook one day. He said, the way God created men, that we have 2 brain. The brain upstairs, the brain downstairs. Said the moment you are thinking with this brain, this one is not working. Said but the moment this
one takes
says
charge.
you want to work,
Everything
you don't-
shuts down.
You know, he mentioned something the other time. The conversation you have after sex. Do you know when you're having a good sex with your wife, in fact, if you are not careful, that's why you see many of those babalayis. That is when they drop a lot. That thing is very powerful, though.
Okay.
It is very, very powerful.
Too much. Let me tell
And
you
it's
this.
something you must give time to.
Sex
Create
is
time.
like sex is like thanking
It is
God.
the Lord's doing.
Sex is like thanking God. In all situations, you need it. If God kill your child today, you will thank God. If anybody die today, you thank God. In any situation, make love, my brother, because it's the most important thing.
In any situation,
You have to make
Of
love.
course, yes.
love.
Yes, as long as this thing no die,
I
it's
remember,
still the,
I remember this.
as long as
I'm
it
sorry,
stands,
I just want to
you
drop
must
this.
use it.
I just want to drop this. I remember this popular artist, I think it was Jay-Z or someone that said it, that his wife just sometimes just drive into his office, say, honey, I just want a quickie.
Oh, Jesus
And they are
Christ.
doing.
What a healthy relationship. I love that. I love that.
No, see.
Okay,
see.
wait.
Sometimes I will be traveling with my
too
wife.
much, guys.
I will just park by the roadside and be like, baby, mo fẹ́ tọ̀. She will be like, inside the vehicle. I say, no, me and you, I want to.
How
And we have to do it.
Loverboy, Loverboy,
I don't plan it.
Can you please allow me? According to some people, it says sex no get timetable.
No. Do you know that?
You no get please.
I've met a couple that they will tell you like they cannot kiss each other in the middle of the night, that they have not brushed their teeth. I'll just be like, Mama, Daro.
All right, we need to go on a short break. It is still Men on Court. Oh boy. All right, welcome back to the show. It's been an interesting
I'm really
discussion
angry, honestly.
today with Loverboy and Ladeji. Shout out to Oba Wine Stores, IBDC office, Agumbelewo, Oshogbo. And also special shout out to Oshado Bar, Zenith Bank area, Okefia, Oshogbo. The topic today is sex, an integral part of marriage. Now, you talked about spicing up your sexual life, which some persons, there's a point you raised that's very important. When your sexual life is therapeutic, that is, you are doing it one way, it gets boring, and the partners or the one person may not be interested always. Now, what happened in a situation where the man is trying fervently to spice up their sexual life, but the woman is not towing his
Leveling
part,
up.
is not leveling up?
Okay.
Won't that be a discouragement to the man?
God bless you. Of course, it can be very discouraging. But the problem in that marriage is beyond that sexual experience. See, let me tell you this. I tell people, without evaluation, you have nothing in your marriage. See, evaluation in education is like a certain tests, exams, assignments, and everything. But in marriage, you sit each other down like, Madam, what have I been doing right? Where are my shortcomings? You understand? What are my shortcomings? We discuss it. And at that period, please don't be judgmental. Because the moment she tells you like, honey, I don't like this thing, and you'll be like, oh, so you're like this, she will not be free to talk about it tomorrow. You understand? But I am telling you, everybody wants a good sex. Everybody wants to make out and enjoy that moment. Everybody wants to have the best of it. Of course, there are limits, there are restrictions for some people. Some people, I know a couple that does that goes as far as Anna. You understand? For me, it's a no. You understand? We have that understanding in my marriage. I have that understanding with my wife. Like, hey, madam,
this is where
yeah, of course.
You understand? But the truth is this: I am telling you, on your own, without your spouse, make research.
Okay.
Make findings. Good. So that when you so that when your spouse comes, you introduce some tactics.
Good that you are saying this now.
442 formation.
Because
you understand?
Because we've talked about sex being an integral part of marriage. Now, what are those things they should do? I want you to bring that in. What are the things couples should do to make their sexual life interesting and also take it to that level it should be in the marriage? You talked about research. Now you go do research. When I was in the world, and I will share.
Where you did now?
When I was in the world, I once had this girlfriend where whenever she, yes, not before her, whenever she.
But you told me like most of your ex are still in your DM.
No. Now, whenever that babe comes, I want to try something new. You will hear something like, till now your life now so research on how to keep us in you define.
Okay.
Now,
but you why you go do 4 hours straight?
Wait. Some wife does that too.
Yes.
I've heard stories where the husband will go and do research there. I think we should do this. Like, well, I'm not Ashawo. I'm not this one. You don't know that you're Ashawo for your husband. Yes.
Okay.
You have to do that for your husband.
Too much.
But again, let me now turn the table. If a wife come to meet the husband, say, "Dear, let's do this," the man come and say, "What have you been doing in recent time?" What will you say in situations like this?
Now, this is where understanding plays a vital role. If the two of you have a high level of understanding each other, you understand, you will know that. See, I do tell people that my wife, she does not own herself.
Of
And
course,
I don't
yes.
own myself.
That's the standard.
She has to live every moment of her life trying seriously to please me, to make me happy, and vice versa. Then we'll meet at a level nobody will be able to comprehend. You understand? See, either you like it or not, there are some things that you don't say out, but you act. You need to understand your spouse. Somebody like me, I don't say sorry in my marriage. I don't come out and tell my wife, "Madam, I'm sorry."
You act it.
She will know I'm sorry. You understand? She will definitely know that this guy
But
is sorry.
some women want to hear that sorry.
See, that is a very big problem. You need to understand each other's level of communication. You understand? Some people don't want to say it out that they are sorry, but they will do far more than the person that is saying sorry. Some people will say sorry, and it means nothing. It holds no weight. You understand? So understand your spouse and how this person reacts to issues. Then you will have no problem. Somebody like me, I don't tell my wife like, "Madam, I'm the this style I want us to try it." No. There's a new style. No, I don't say it. You just realize in the middle of ocean when we are fishing, when we are doing it, I will just
you turn the boat.
And after the outage, you will just be like, Ross, where did that come from? I was just like, oh,
It's
Jesus Christ. It's
spirit-
just my way
ministering.
of garnishing this package. You understand? It's not every time that you communicate it. It's not every time you say it out. Understand the person you are with. If the person loves that, okay, we can talk about anything, then you talk about it like, "Babe, and I watched something, or I saw something.
I want us to try
Let
that.
us try it." Some people will take it personally. Oh, so you are now this, you are now,
So you don't have
who has
any-
been giving you?
You don't have any work again, so be
Somebody
looking
like
for.
me. Somebody like me. There was a time, the last time I was in Canada, and my wife just sent me a video of this porn stuff. I was like, "Madam, somebody is on it." She was like, "No, she's not. But that's your punishment when you come back." I was like, "Oh my God, it's punishment." I had no issue with it. You understand? Guess what? I had to watch that video, land my counter attack.
How did I invite?
You know, since I don't turn host for this show like this.
How did I invite Lover Boy?
No. I watched
And
that
we
video
are
and I
talking
planned my
about
own
this.
counter attack.
Actually, you know one thing. The reality is, we've shied away from the conversation around sex.
It's so
A
unfortunate.
lot that it divides the family. In fact, it's one of the top list of things that destroys the family these days.
Big time.
Because the wife wants sex, the husband hides under economic. I'm thinking about how to make money for you. The man wants sex.
Ladeji,
Sorry,
I have a case on my table now. I'm serious. This wife reported the husband to the church. I don't want to mention the name of the church. And they now called this man in. They scolded him seriously. Like, they were talking to this man as if...
The child.
You understand? What happened? The husband said, "Wifey, I want you to be wearing see-through, all these naughty things when we are home together." The husband said, "I want us to be doing common doggy style. And they are doing
please?
here and there."
What's doggy?
The
please?
man
Alaja.
was.
This
The
lady
man
went.
was telling the wife
Yes, this lady
something
now
that
went.
husband and wife would talk about
This lady now went to the church
to tell the church.
to report the husband that
Brother love is
he wants
moving out
us
of
to
the...
be doing like animals.
Okay.
Now, no, guess what? This man now reacted by coming home late and having some extra marital games with those that can, would you
Deji.
blame that guy? Be sincere with yourself.
Deji,
Yes, boss.
this is a strong case.
A very serious one.
The man was trying to spice up their sexual life. The man was trying to do things that ordinarily will not. But this is my wife. This is my wife. She should be, for some people, they'll say your wife is your porn star. Your wife is your dad. It's your this.
My
So
wife
that-
is my everything.
You know,
Everything.
now, telling the woman to wear see-through, which ordinarily, they don't need to tell
Tell
her.
you.
No, this thing that you go marry as a woman, you dey tie wrapper for house now.
You understand?
How can you be tying wrapper now?
You know, I supposed to wake up, see my wife, I'll be like, oh my God, see God's punishment. And bang.
No, wait. You know what? I've discovered over the years that, like he mentioned, your wife should be your everything.
Oh my God.
Why should I see my wife inside the house and I don't have erection normally? It's not possible.
Guess what? In fact, I cannot pass by her side
I will
without
not touch
tapping
bum.
something.
It's not possible. Now,
I'm serious.
Wait.
If you don't tap for few hours, Madam said go look, you say, something is wrong.
My wife knows if she's in the kitchen and I walk through the kitchen.
No.
For crying out, and she reciprocates.
She knows how she go now.
Sorry. Where she did?
I don't need to know that. It's a personal.
No, it's not.
It's private.
You should tell us.
It's private.
Where she did?
I understand.
You don't need to know. But you know the issue with that lady. I think it's one of those things in most churches now. In some churches now, let me put it that way, we are teaching not the Bible. We are teaching what we feel personally.
Do you know, I will shock you, sir. Some of those pastors sitting down there, they are doing it.
Wait.
The dog
beating child.
Wait. See. God bless the pastor that canceled me for marriage.
No one canceled me.
No.
I didn't go to anybody.
No.
Now,
because
my church is part of the process.
Probably because I don't go to church.
Now, the man took, for other topics, we use
sex is a
we
very
use like
important
2 topics in a day. But the day we're going to talk about sex, in fact, I looked at him and said, are you still a pastor, sir? When he scatter everything, he said, bros, please, have this thing to the brim.
Wait.
He said, you will get to a stage. The energy will not be there to do it every. But now that you have the energy, he mentioned myself. He said, bro, do it. Sister, give your
bro,
body.
you have to choose Ronaldo style. Ronaldo cannot run anymore. The guy now has good positioning. If you cannot patata very well, use your tongue.
You do coco. Okay, I've had you. Now, so what I'm trying to say is this. In the case of the lady he mentioned, I think she's not just being sensitive. And with her own ends, she has practically destroyed her own family. Even if your husband is bringing something you feel you don't want to do, it is not a case of you taking it out.
Exactly my point. Why will you take such important issue?
And I don't see why, as my wife, you cannot wear. I'm coming over, boy.
Because you've taken.
You are doing what?
I said no. As that's not what I'm saying. Oh Jesus, cleanse your heart. Now, so as a wife in the house, let me also give an example of another of my pastor. He will tell you, Madam, you are in the bedroom at 10 p.m. and that is watching one NTA news. So why don't you put yourself in that your see-through nightie and go and be looking for what is not lost in this situation?
Me Baba say,
of course, yes. The brain here will not work
again. Most of these ladies don't know that when you are fully naked, it's not as sexy, as attractive as when you wear see-through.
His head will be calculating.
Men just want to see something you still want to long for.
Wait, so I'm inside my room.
Don't give me total package
looking at my
once.
wife, I cannot naturally have an erection. No, that's not marriage.
Ati knee problem.
Yeah.
A very big one.
No, please flaunt it. Flaunt it for me. You are flaunting it for your husband.
There's a way. There's a way you just finish doing it, and you look at her and you be like,
oh Jesus Christ.
Have we ever done it before?
Jesus.
Because you can't have enough of her.
You know.
That is love.
You have sex and you thank God for creating sex. You don't get that.
I said sex is like thanking God. In all situations, you need it. Either you are happy, you need it. In fact, when you want to celebrate, you need it. When you want to console yourself, you need it. When you are happy, in any situation, when you need money, you need it. Because after making love and you are going out, the energy that you use in approaching that day is different.
Okay.
You get to your office, you don't be
too
smelling,
much.
and they will like, are you all right?
Guys,
hold on before we go. Hold on before we go.
Stop thinking.
Aside all those things you have mentioned, do you know also that medically, sex is very good?
All right.
Scientifically, spiritually.
It's good that you guys have been able to say a lot about sex being an integral part of marriage. You know, say I just turn my neck on the payment. As you talk, you try sex. I'm happy that
but it will pain you when you hear say person self no one do.
Why now? Why no good? It's annoying. We are talking about your wife here. So before we leave, I want us to advice, just it will be your submission for people that are going through a lot because of the sexual life in their marriage. What do you advise them?
Honestly, I think the first thing they should do is set up a roundtable, have a discussion around it. You need to talk to your spouse. Honestly, I feel like if you are being with somebody you cannot talk to each other freely, that's a bigger problem than any other thing. You understand? So the two of you should sit down and talk about it. If you think, because I definitely know some ladies were circumcised, you understand? So they don't tend to enjoy sex very well. You understand?
But that should have been a discussion before the marriage.
Unfortunately, a lot of people will be like,
Don't
I've
discuss
stayed
this.
from sex until wedding. I will tell my children, my girls, I have 2 girls. I will tell them, please, don't wait for anybody until after wedding before you have it. Because sexual compatibility is very important. It's as important as any other thing. Trust me. You don't want to be with somebody that wants sex, blah, 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 blah. And you, it's only once in a year that you feel
like
horny.
this.
You understand? In fact, I tell people, when you love somebody,
You should long
looking
for that
at
person.
them alone will turn you on. You understand? So the truth is, when you realize you don't enjoy sex with your spouse, you don't want sex with them, go back to the drawing table. If you need to talk to a counselor, you need to talk to a therapist, you need to talk to one, honestly, because it's a bigger problem. See, you see some people, they will be fighting like, oh, mother, that the floor is not neat or anything. Go back. They're having sexual issue.
Now.
I'm serious. Some people will be like, in fact, some women, you give them just 5,000 naira, they will cook fisherman soup before you come back, and you just be like, how much is 5,000 naira with this soup?
Thank you so much.
Oh my God, this is Loverboy, the Minister for Love and Romantic Affairs.
Ladiji, a quick one. Sorry, a
Quickie.
Jesus Christ.
I heard you saying that.
Well, it's also good if it is in marriage, you know, with your wife. Do it every now and then. See, the reality is you cannot take away the place of sex in marriage. You need to first accept that. Then if you have issues, please seek help. And also, because communication is very important in marriage, even if it is your husband that is not doing it well, if it is your wife that is not doing it well, Oni, what can we do to improve? And also, don't forget the place of foreplay. It's not just about you climbing. Please, play with everything very well.
It's not about trusting alone.
It's not about trusting. It's
you
not
need
about
to
going
touch,
and coming.
you need to
Touch
lick,
everywhere.
and you know
See, you now too much. Let me just give you this. Let me give you this and that. I don't know if you've been doing it before, but before you come to the office in the morning, just do a very quick one. You will see the level of your productivity that day. No, a quickie.
All right.
You will see the level of your productivity.
Thank you so much.
No. Just say you do it.
You will see you make more money that day.
Thank you so much,
because
Loverboy.
our spirit will bless you.
Our spirit will bless you.
It will be a productive.
You will drive, Koropema will not eat you.
Oba Wine Stores at IBDC office, around IBDC office, Agumbelewo, Oshogbo, popularly known as Iyaoba. Also, Old Shadow Bar around the Zenith Bank, Okefia, Oshogbo. Thank you so much. My name is MC Too Much. You can get this episode again on our YouTube page, Western Spring Television. Go there and see the past episode. Next week will be another time. Sex is very important in our marriage.
Don't miss out on it.
Do it well. It is the Lord.